My name is Scott Thibodeau, and I'm sitting here today with the creator of Consultant Chronicle, Mr. Mark Thompson.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
So, Mark, the Consultant Chronicle has been around a little while, and increasing your audience and footprint, and it's going great for you.
Yes, actually, it's all word of mouth. And, we didn't do this to go out and dominate media. That's not our goal. It's just a hobby. It's something to do. You and I, collectively, our experience is over 40 plus years. So why not share what we've been through and some advice and put something out there just for the consultants.
Oh, wonderful. And how long have you been kind of involved in this?
Well, the interesting thing is, I remember from being a camp counselor back in the days, I knew that I always wanted to be involved with the young people,
right,
and help guide them. I taught martial arts for some years, and I worked with the preteens. And martial arts is not about fighting. It's about defense. It's about, again, discipline. And avoiding conflicts and so forth. So, again, guiding them. So, you and I talked the other day about you working with the scouts, and it's the same thing, different avenues leading to the same
thing.
And so I've been in IT, I've been in management, I've been consultant, I've been trainer, I've been purchasing manager, I've been help desk support, I've been the server guy, I've been all of those things. And I love IT in general. And you love it more when you're working with people who also love it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, and I would say that's who Consultant Chronicle is going after. Right. Not the folks that are going to sit there and critique a video or an audio. The people who are really interested in IT and say, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way. That's, wow. Mark did the same thing I did. Or he experienced some issues with that particular topic.
Right. Or at least bring up some things that you can help them avoid as well. So if I had to ask, if IT is such a big passion and everything else, well, what exactly would you be doing or finding yourself involved in if you're not doing IT stuff?
I have a bunch of hobbies and interests, and
that's right. You fly.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a real pilot, but yes.
You play one on TV.
Radio control, model planes, copters, boats, cars. Right. I'm in an RC club, and again, I'm involved with a club or an organization that is also doing community outreach as well. And as a matter of fact, we need to get your scouts to come up to our field.
Oh, that'd be
and that would be a great trip. We've done that.
Have you done that?
Again, students visit our field, and we do community outreach. We have real pilots, of course, and we have people from retired Navy pilots. These are guys and gals who used to land on aircraft carriers. So I learned from them as well, and their life experiences. Yeah. So I love the model airplanes, the flying. I do archery. I love archery.
That's right.
I used to do cycling. I
still have
that Cannondale bike in my garage.
Yeah.
But I like to do the road.
Yeah.
Cycling.
Right.
And so this is, Scott, the thing with this is I like to run alone.
Yep.
I don't do races, but I run alone.
Yeah.
But when it comes to cycling, I've got to be with other people.
Okay.
So again, a community thing for me.
Right.
So that's just several of my hobbies, but this is not really about me, is it? So.
Actually, it is.
We're going to share our experience from our point of view, not from the client point of view, not from the student point of view, but from the other point of view, where we have been there, done that, and talk about business and being a professional in the IT world.
Great, Mark. Great. Yeah. So you're really helping us kind of fill in some things that we didn't know about the Consultant Chronicle specifically. So that's good. Know who your audience is, and well, when you get to the audience, you kind of find out, okay, these are the groups of people that we're kind of going to create content for and be able to help out. Well, how do you decide what you're actually going to talk about?
Well, what's in the news? What's in the media? What are people talking about? there are plenty of blogs out there, some reputable blogs. You know, what's mainstream? It's easy for someone to put up a website or a blog and put the word SharePoint. But there's more out there than just SharePoint. It's not just Microsoft. It's not Android. It's not iOS. You want to do the link bait, then you could do something on Apple.
Right.
You know, Apple is going to split into 5 companies. If you put up a headline like that, you're going to get people to come to your video and your website.
Certainly.
That's not us.
Right.
So we choose our topics from, again, students, media, clients, various situations that we may be involved with. And then we look at it from, again, our point of view, from the professional point of view. Take the professional, take information technology, put them together, and we'll cover that. Does that news item, can it be related to our field in a professional manner? If it's yes, let's talk about that. That's how we choose our topics.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we're not going to expect to see anything where you're chasing headlines or anything.
No, absolutely not. You know, the people that you and I know and our other colleagues, they should be comfortable enough to say, you know what, I'm on LinkedIn this morning. I enjoyed that last episode of Consultant Chronicle. And LinkedIn, really, most of us are trying to be professionals out there, okay? So they should be comfortable enough to post, to share that episode of Consultant Chronicle. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep going in a professional manner, but professional doesn't mean boring. It doesn't mean very stoic and sensational. You know, professional, you can have fun. You can enjoy what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
And you truly look like, you know, you're having a good time with the postings.
I do. I enjoy the edits as well. I love the material and tools that we're using for Consultant Chronicle. I enjoy it.
Yeah, and could you talk about that? I mean, because the setup here, you can't see it off camera, but it's quite a bit of hardware in the room here. So
well, there's someone that you and I know. We'll go with the first name, Chris. We bought a Sony camera from him. He wasn't using it, and I love that camera. I love the camera and what it can do. And so one day just got up and said, Chris, we texted him. Chris, do you still have that camera we messed around with a while? Sure, make an offer. I made an offer, he accepted. We both knew that I got a deal, the better end of the deal. So we took that, and Chris knows that when I get my hands on something, I'm gonna run with it. He knew I was gonna do something with it. So I think he let us have the camera at a great price because the outcome was gonna be good. So I don't wanna disappoint people like that. So we have the equipment. I've got an iMac that I use as well. I use a Dell XPS. We go online and we buy lights. We get the lights, we get the tripods and so forth. And it's a portable studio, you know. I mean, some of the recordings took place at the home office. And, you know, here we are at a place where you and I used to work. And I have to give credit to our former colleagues for letting us use the facilities, you know. One person, and I know I'm a little bit off topic, but I have to mention Danielle was waiting for me this morning when I came in the door. I haven't seen her in months, but she helped us out. She said one thing, basically. She said, choose your room, have fun with it, and leave it the way you found it. Thanks, Danielle. Thank you.
Pretty good advice.
Yeah. So we do a lot of edits.
Yeah.
And we want to edit and bring it down to 5 minutes or 8 minutes. So you have to pay attention to the outcome, to the results of your video and your audio. I am not an expert. We're doing this for fun, and we want the outcome to be professional. But there are people out there who may be watching this that have some advice as well, and we're open. We hear, we listen. We don't have the ego, at least not in that fashion.
Well, Mark, thanks very much for taking the time out to speak with us today. Again, this is Mark Thompson, the creator of Consultant Chronicle, and my name is Scott, and thank you for joining us this week.
Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.